Hey everybody, Dr. Diane, your libido expert here, talking today about sexual assertiveness, self-esteem, and desire. So one of the things that we see in studies is that the more we are sexually assertive, the more we have self-confidence, the more we have self-esteem, the better people experience intimacy and pleasure. So why is that? I think some of it is so many people are not having the type of sex that is right for their bodies. For example, even studies on the clitoris for women are showing that some people have a lot more sensation on one side of the clitoris versus another side of the clitoris. So it takes a level of self-esteem, it takes a level of sexual assertiveness to begin to explore these areas and to work with your partner to say, maybe we should break this down. Maybe we should have a conversation and exploring like what parts of my anatomy actually have more nerve endings. Even the G spot, which is super talked about in the sexual space, has been shown to be more like the tissue's been shown to be like more hardened in some areas, more layered in some women than others. And depending upon that, it may actually depend upon if the G spot provides sensation for people that's positive. Some people have a really sensitive G-spot to the level where there's these spongy tissues surrounding the urethra around the G-spot, which is really more of an area. And sometimes we even see that some women are actually very oversensitive in this area and doesn't even feel good to them. So there's so much uniqueness in the anatomy, especially for females this way, where if there's not the sexual assertiveness, if there's not the self-esteem to begin to talk to your partner about this, then we're missing a huge part of the game here. Now, I want to interrupt this for a sexy stat of the day. Your sexy stat of the day, this is super interesting, is that only about 70% of people report having cuddling as part of their regular sexual experience. And what's also been shown is that cuddling improves sexual satisfaction. So there's 30% of people that are missing out on participating cuddling with sex, even though that has been shown to increase sexual satisfaction. So that's your sexy stat of the day. So continuing on with G-spot and some of these other types of conversations, one of the biggest things is in engaging with personal self-esteem. One of the most important things is when it comes to sexuality is to make sure to begin to learn your own body and to develop a relationship with your partner where you can talk about this. So many times I think the ego gets involved, and it's so easy, especially in a hetero relationship, for men to feel like a little bit like not awesome, right? Not just feeling not great if they feel like they're not providing pleasure for their partner. It's something that I just really appreciate about the masculine is their desire to provide so much pleasure for their partner. And so because this is a common thread around many men, there can oftentimes be an ego hit if people are made of, and men in particular, are made to feel like they're not providing this pleasure for their partner. So we want to be very careful about how we're speaking about this, but also in the terms of men, just really realizing that if a woman is bringing this to you, nobody's doing anything wrong, right? We are just, as women, we're just not this classic step A, step B, step C. There's no guidebook because every woman is individual. And this is the fun, explorative part of sexuality, is really saying, okay, I'm going to explore this with my partner, and we're going to explore the parts of the body that are the most nerve responsive, right? That the nerves are responding the most to pleasure, and know that every woman's body can be dramatically different, right? That's one of the reasons vulvas look so different, right? Because all of the anatomy, while the parts may be there, the way the nervous system is sending the intricate nerves to different parts of the vulva, the clitoris, and all the other erotic tissues and the erogenous zones, this is very, very different from person to person. So I hope this has been helpful. I will see you in another video. Remember, you can always join my Libido Club, where I provide education on topics like this and so much more. It's your opportunity to ask me questions, to get a ton of content, and to talk about these themes that oftentimes we can't find good sources from online. So look for that in the show notes. Please do subscribe. I'll see you real soon.